Day 3001. That's crazy. And you know, a thought actually did kind of occur to me. Like, when is the next? I mean, I did kind of think about when the next set of 1,000 days is going to end. I really thought about it, but I mean, listen. Well, I would say that's a long time from now, but I know from experience it's really going to go like that probably. You know, I could probably figure it out right now. Why don't I? Let's see. Well, 2 years from now will be 731 because it's a leap year in 2028. You know, I don't want. It's too early to do math right now. Good morning and happy Friday, everyone. So let's get to my low and my high and the act of kindness. My low for sure was me being worried that yesterday's video would not get up. Seriously, full stop. That video took an hour and a half to upload. I mean, granted, 50 minutes, pretty long video. But you know, like, full stop, on day 2000, the reason why that video took all day to do is because I was always in a place where the Wi-Fi really wasn't very good. This time around, I actually remained here, where I do have good Wi-Fi. And it still took that long for it to upload. Actually, it was almost, if you include both Facebook and YouTube, it was like 100 minutes altogether, roughly. Which is insane. So, literally 2 minutes, literally like for every 1 minute of video that was uploaded, that was 2 minutes of it being uploading to, well actually, I should say, it was uploaded to Facebook first. Because unfortunately when you're uploading a video on Facebook via your phone, you need to keep your phone on at all times. Thankfully, you know, you can just like find a random long video on YouTube and like make it into like a little like window or something that stays open. That way you can bring that window over to Facebook, and now Facebook is open too. So that actually really helped. So yeah, it took a while, but it got uploaded, thankfully. And I mean, what else do I have to say, man? My high is I made it to day 3000. You know, that's incredible. I'm still shocked that it happened, actually. It's been over 24 hours. Although, hopefully the next time I have to make a video of this magnitude, it's not going to take that long. Hopefully I could probably get it done, well, actually, if you guys noticed, yesterday's video was also 50 minutes. That's 3,000 seconds. My video was 3,000 seconds long on day 3,000. Don't worry, I'm not doing that for day 4,000. Trust me. It already took an hour and a half, you know, just to get that video uploaded. Good God, like 4,000 seconds. That's like, well, it's like an hour and like an hour and 6 minutes and change. So yeah, I don't think I'll do anything like that. Well, I do have some time to mull and think it over. So I actually have a lot to do and go over. But okay, so my low was I was worried about the video wouldn't get uploaded. My high was the fact that it did get uploaded and you know I accomplished it. And my act of kindness was let's see, what did I do for an act of kindness? Well, I did hold the door for someone yesterday. I did that. Okay, so unfortunately, because the state of my being address took priority, I wasn't able to talk about the Masked Singer. So let me get to my Masked Singer notes. If I can quickly get to that, please. Which, it was Star Trek night, which is, awesome. So, right. So, man, 10 episodes. Okay, I'm looking at the finale is going to be in like 2 weeks. Is it going to be 2 weeks? Oh, let me see that again. Yeah, like 2 weeks from now. And not one, but 2 eliminations happened. It was interesting though because I thought, what did they possibly do for Star Trek night? And obviously, the episode centered around space, quote unquote, themed songs. Stingray did Starboy by The Weeknd. Catwitch did Starships by Nicki Minaj. 14 Karat Karat did Shining Star by Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's a great song. And Galaxy Girl, who's becoming a favorite of mine, did Lights by Ellie Goulding. I love that. Seriously, full stop. Lights by Ellie Goulding is a top contender for a song that I would have being played at my wedding when I'm doing, that first dance as husband and wife. That's a top pick for me. It's a great song, too. But, unfortunately, 2 eliminations happened. Stingray got eliminated and 14 Karat Karat got eliminated. And it was Evan Ross and Judge Greg Mathis, respectively. But that's it, man. We're coming down to the wire. I mean, the semifinals are next week already. And the finale is, did I hear that? It was April 1st. Holy cow. It's April 1st. Ooh. I just had, what? The Masked Singer really would do a lot to hype up a finale for a season. And considering that April 1st is also known as April Fool's Day, you think, I wonder if they're going to play some, because they played tricks on April Fool's Day before. For real, though, I think one of the last times they ever had an episode on April Fool's Day, it looked like it was Snoop Dogg that was going to be one of the guest panelists, but it turns out it was Nick Cannon's cousin who dressed up like Snoop Dogg. It was a pretty convincing disguise, though, I'm not going to lie. That actually got me. I was impressed. But yeah, man, the Masked Singer's coming to a close. And now I'm actually kind of worried. Because the last time the Masked Singer ended the season, we waited until, that was like in spring. And now now we had to wait until the beginning of this year. So I'm actually kind of worried that it's going to be a long wait for another season. Hopefully it won't be that long, but we'll see. But yeah, man, Star Trek Night of the Masked Singer. It was awesome. But now, let's talk about hot ones. Hot ones, hot ones. Okay, so, Luke Combs, first country singer. Yeah, Luke Combs is actually the first country singer on Hot Ones. His words. I mean, yeah, I think he actually is. Cool. I mean, all right. Shout out to Luke Combs for being the first country star on Hot Ones. And you know what? It's going to open the gate for more country stars to be on Hot Ones. You know, ooh, Kelly Clarkson or Blake Shelton. They'd be good Hot Ones guests. Lainey Wilson's a badass. She'd be awesome on Hot Ones. Jelly Roll would be great on Hot Ones. Yeah, man, like this. I mean, every time you think Hot Ones is gonna zig, they wind up zagging, and it changes the game completely. One thing that doesn't change is the fact you gotta eat 10 very scorching hot wings. So they talked about the origin story of how Luke Combs wrote Daytona 499, which is essentially an allegory of falling short of the finish line. He learned how to listen to music and write songs by listening to the Backstreet Boys, specifically the Millennium album, which is a great album. Like, that's the album that got us Larger Than Life, I Want It That Way, Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely. Like, that's a great album. But it offered something I never would have thought myself. Because normally when you hear someone sing, you know, you listen to their melodies. And, you know, how they sing a word or how they phrase their melodies. But with the Backstreet Boys, that's 5 people singing at once. I mean, not to say that he could actually pick out who's singing what, but, you know, they're all singing in harmony. And you can actually, if you listen hard enough, you can say, okay, that note sounds different from this note. But when you put them together, they sound even better than they already do. Which is why boy bands like the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, you know, were so great, because they figured out that the whole is greater than the sum of their already very good parts. It's actually really interesting that Luke Combs picked up on that too. He talked about putting all his chips on the song Hurricane, because that was the only song that was ready to go out to the world. They talked about, you know, how to define subgenres like classic country or gentle country or, you know, rock country or something like that. And they also talked about how it's due to the fact that the relevancy of country music is crossing over into pop culture. You know, that's true. It is. You know, Kelly Clarkson really is a great example of this. Is Kelly Clarkson. I mean, this was the original winner of American Idol, who had songs like, you know, Miss Independent, Breakaway, Stronger. And because of how good of a singer she is, and also helped the fact that she at one point was married to Reba McEntire's son, you know, she was able to cross over into country, and she brought some of that pop with her. But it's still Kelly Clarkson. She's still able to do what she does. So some of the country that she does is now going into pop culture. Seriously, when you think listen, I said this before, I'll say it again. Music is one of those very special anomalies that brings people together in a beautiful way. And I love to see that happen more and more. Let's see. They talked about the rowdiest room he ever performed in was a place called the Dewdrop. They talked about how lots of comedians and performers want to do like 1,000 small shows before they do a big one. Which, yeah, actually Wings 5 and 6 kind of went hand in hand in terms of the question theme. they talked about like what's defined as something being a proper tribute to country music, and that's like the feeling, like it's the feeling, like the vibe of the song that's being sung has been like brought to life. For Da Bomb, they talked about his go-to order for a cookout, which is like a chain that he goes to. Big double cheeseburger with ketchup and mayo. Corn dog, Cajun fries, and a sweet tea. Man, some of that sounds really good today, but I know I can't have it because it's a Friday during Lent. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I gotta wait until tomorrow before I can have meat. Hopefully I can have a lot of fish or seafood today or something, or eggs, I don't know. He talked about how early rejection led to wanting to be better because he was actually on The Voice, but he got rejected on The Voice. And it pushed him to become a better singer. And for the last day after Armageddon, we got a turkey call tutorial. Yeah. Obviously, North Carolina, no shortage of, they're really big on a turkey hunting season. And so there's actually a device that you can use for, turkey, like, that's more like a pigeon call, but you get the idea. Yeah, man. Luke Combs, first country music star in Hot Ones. Okay. I've got no notes. This episode was awesome. I mean, I've only really started liking country music over the last couple of years. Shout out to Claudia Hoiser for making me a country music fan. Claudia Hoiser on Hot Ones. That wouldn't be a bad. Nah, actually, no. Actually, here's the thing. She could be on Hot Ones, but instead of water or milk, she has her brand of coffee as like one of her like drinks that she has. It'd be an iced coffee too. That'd be a good episode now that I think about it. Maybe someday it'll happen. I don't know. But yeah, Blue Combs and Hot Ones. I got no notes. It was awesome. Hope you like this video. If you like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our social media. As always, I'm very happy to make this video. If you guys watch, enjoy everything. It'll be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Friday. Remember, if you guys want to talk to us, we're here to lend always back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.